Coming in off the KOMO weather deck, it's foggy, cloudy, raining, it's humid, right? I mean, our humidity is at 100%, so why are your lips chapped? Is that what's happening to you? Do you have to put on a lot of moisturizer? Why on earth is my skin so dry when our humidity is so high? Here is the answer to that burning question. Humidity is in terms of percent. In other words, how full the air is with respect to how much it can hold. It is strongly dependent on temperature. Now, as meteorologists, we use a relationship called the Clausius-Clapeyron equation. It basically says the warmer the air, the more moisture it can hold in the form of water vapor, but that rise is exponential. In other words, you raise the temperature a little bit, you warm the air a little bit, you increase its capacity for water vapor a whole lot. To illustrate this point, I want to show you the dew point. So not the humidity in a percent, the dew point, which is shown in terms of temperature. Our dew point in Seattle and Western Washington right now is 39-40 degrees. Now that is a measure of how cold you'd have to cool the air to for it to become fully saturated. In other words, theoretically, for clouds or fog to form. Now, if I look at the same thing, the dew point, which is kind of a measure of the absolute value of moisture in air, and I look at the dew point in Arizona, the dew point in Arizona right now is 40-50 degrees. In other words, there's actually more water vapor in the air in Arizona right now than there is outside here in Seattle, even though it's raining and foggy and cloudy here, all as a result of temperature. Now you take that air with theoretically or absolutely less moisture in it and you pump it in the rooms inside and you heat it, then it becomes very dry. And that's where we spend most of our time. And if you're eating salty holiday treats and licking your lips, your chapped lips are going to get that much worse. So what can you do about this? Hydrate, use your chapstick, try not to lick your lips after eating all these holiday treats. All right, Christmas is over, heading toward New Year's. Drive safely if you're going into the mountains, and have a happy New Year.